Australia's return to Ultimate Majors in 2022 was ready to end with a bang, as Queensland had its turn to host with Pissmas 3, with Pisscoin being won and lost at a reckless rate. In the backdrop of the side bets was a truly fascinating tournament. Pissmas 3 got to be a bit different from the three prior majors this year, as none of the previous winners of these majors were in attendance, and with Victoria's strongest soldiers overseas and Victoria itself having a smaller pool of players, the eyes of viewers were not going to be on Australia's strongest region. Even across the other invading states, the strongest players were missing. This tournament was less about an established player continuing their dominance, but more so which new stars got to stake their claim. Did we get that? Absolutely, but also a return to form for some more inactive players too. Let's dive in.
Momentum. Uh-oh, that's not looking good. One more confirm is needed to take it. Banana peel gets caught. Down tilt, back air.
Oh, it's not it.
Bomb's been taken out. Oh, banana peel.
Oh, that's it. Jackson does it.
Jix does it. Pissmas 3 has been claimed.
Let's start at the top with our winner, Jix. Queensland's top player throughout 2022 finally got their hands on their own major after progressively stronger results at the majors. At a quick glance, it looked pretty straightforward for the Diddy Kong Steve Co-main, but sets against Incy and Sadhour losing the first game, putting them on the back foot, ensured that Jix was going to have to work. A final scare in Grands from Dura bringing back an old main after 2 games ensured at the very least Jix was going to have to fight for 2 sets to claim the crown. Jix also joins Victoria's J Dizzle and South Australia's Brick Enthusiast as the third player in 4 majors to defend the house at an Oz major in 2022, with only New South Wales being the odd one out at Phantom when Neotono won. A set count of 8-1 for the second seed, and a well-deserved win to really establish one of post-quarantine stars as truly up there with the best.
I can't take this man, I'm too old!
Limit!
Finishing touch!
Oh my god! What a finish!
Another amazing story of this event is Dura, who similar to Jix has been on a serious level up since the quarantine era, as he currently sits at 6th in Victoria, being one of the very few new age players to run with Victoria's dominant top cut. Here at Pissmas, using a lot of Cloud and a bit of Joker, plus some assistance from the old main Toon Link, was able to claim a reverse 3-0 to get Dura within touching distance of his first major.
Is recognizing that really nicely. Ooh, the Toon Link. Hang on, do not adjust your sets. We've got a Toon Link in grand finals of Pissmas.
All right, it's not working. We're back to the OG. From the artist formerly known as Pacino.
Similar to Jix, Dura's major form has steadily improved over 2022, and this was true reward for effort, with a +3 SPR performance, gaining wins over Jix, Mod, Jodo, Spammage, and Recon. Dura's right, Pacino is back, and what a statement that even when barely any of Vic's top players are there, there's always Victorians who can still make the run.
If I've ever received like a divine message to show up, it's now.
It's kind of running out. Mod is so ready for him to try and jump out of the situation with that back air.
Oh! And that takes it.
That was sick. So many of those on his neutral get up. That was tight.
Oh.
And the boys give each other a little kiss on the lips.
Next we look at our 4 players with great SPR performances from this weekend, who of late haven't been seen around their locals much, but stepped up when it mattered. We'll go in order of placement and start with the strongest performer, Incy, an Ike main who up until last season was always a consistent force in top 10 of Victoria, and stepped up with a +6 SPR in his 9-set run, with 7 wins including Spammage, Jodo, Luma, Shmoo, Cruz, and Crimson, as the 19th seed, only losing to the grand finalists. Wins over 2 players who are top dogs in their respective states lays it all on the table. Incy has still got it.
No way.
Oh, the counter swing. Called Incy's bluff. Didn't press a button. The grab. Still letting these smash attacks rip. How does she do it? How does she do it?
Okay. Oh no, this is curtains.
Oh, Incy!
Incy plunging that sword into Queensland's darling. Oh, Spammage gets knocked out at an incredibly close 4th place.
Next was 12th seed Spammage, who was looking for that run, and she finally got it in front of the home crowd with a +3 SPR, as she became the Rob Slayer with wins over Mod and Seb Pro 101 in top 8, on top of additional wins over Sad Hour, Bro 1, Dugongs, and Alistair BL. The final one, which probably is one of the sets of the tournament, as the New Zealand Sora main pushed Spammage to the brink with a set that traded amazing combos and stocks that kept the crowd hyped the entire time.
This is a scary situation!
Oh no, good DI, good DI!
DI's out of jail.
Thunder kills part. Oh, Nano!
Nano's gone. But the play back up. Ooh! Yes!
Back the head on.
Covers the bomber.
Final
51%. Very doable for Alistair. You're not too scared yet. You're not going to die.
Sniper catches.
Oh no. Hey, dodging. We're getting there. No, that's it! That's it!
Oh my god!
Oh! Spammage clutches up! Oh my god. Okay. Look.
Absolutely huge.
I don't think I said at the start of the set, you never see Sora ICs much anywhere in the world. I didn't expect it to be hype.
The Vix Sortie mains Dura and Incy may have kept the IT's main from a truly immaculate run, but this is one she can be very proud of.
Where are these kill confirms out of the grabs?
Oh my god, that
she needs
mod
a kill
bear.
here. It's a great spot dodge.
Back air.
Back air
That's gonna
poking.
do it.
Wow! Holy moly! Voices are lost, but so is Mod towards the end there. So many mixes, so many mismatches.
Our next +3 SPR finisher was Master of Disaster, or Mod, who as 24th seed dug deep in some nail-biting Game 5s throughout Top 64 to claim some big wins over New South Wales PR players Phoebe and Kanga, as well as Queensland Boxcarzia, Negima, backing up a 13th earlier in the year at BAM 12, and being able to get into top 8 on winner's side before losing to Dura 3-0 and then being unable to stop Spammage's reverse 3-0 to end his run at 5th. With the Victorians, it's never about dealing with Rob that's the worry, it's which ones will show up and cause problems.
Option, yeah. He's playing everything like with one odicum of patience, you know? Like,
Oh! This is looking like curtains for
yeah,
Phoebe.
this is not looking good.
Mon is just
Mon is-
running a train.
That's it.
That's gonna be it. Yeah. Yeah.
DI.
All right, there goes some piss going.
There goes some piss going. That's cool.
Our final +3 SPR finisher to take a look at will be Luminescent, who was the only one of which finished outside top 8, but the run was still impressive. Another Queenslander who hasn't been seen in a while. As the 43rd seed, Luminescent would lose to fellow Queenslander DFS in the top 64 qualifier before making a 5-set losers run, including the run back on DFS, winning 3-2, as well as beating Perth Kirby Sage, New South Wales PR and commentator Chipotle, New Zealand Sora Alistair BL, and Queensland Wolf Recon. The Wii Fit truly pulled together a run that showed even the dormant players of Queensland still can claim some massive wins.
Oh, that's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it. Very well played by both players.
Yeah.
Lumi playing excellently.
These four showed that even among all the rising talent that post-quarantine era Smash has brought, just because they're not as active doesn't mean they can't bring the top performances.
Yep, Kango's not falling for this today. Not today.
Oh my god, he didn't dash in after the up tilt. Oh, the same rollout. Johnny boy. He's punching his ticket into top 5.
Man, oh man.
This guy is on the run of his lifetime right now. This is by far the best he has been playing.
Despite being a state which has constantly been debated as the second strongest region for Australia, at the 2022 majors, they've gone missing at times, with just one top 8 under their belt across 3 majors until Pissmas, with Chipotle's dream run to 7th at Big G's 3. No New South Wales in top 8 at BAM 12 or even their own major, Phantom, had many questioning the credibility of New South Wales' strength. Up steps Johto and Kanga. Let's start with Kanga. Being given 17th seed for the weekend, they were still expected to have an adequate performance, but they stepped up, claiming the biggest scalp of the weekend in round 2 of top 64 with an upset factor 8 win over top seed Seb Pro 101 before just getting edged out in game 5 by yet another Rob with Mod. Kanga themselves would edge out a game 5 win in the top 8 qualifier on loser's side with an unfortunate team kill against Shmoo. The Snakes run would end at 7th unfortunately, as going up against fellow New South Welshman Johto spelled spelled the end with a 3-0 loss. Kanga still stood tall in many close sets, and another +3 SPR player at this tournament gave rise to such a spectacular run at an event where it wasn't expected.
They can't mess this up. This is their last chance.
No, that's it.
And they'll take it.
We got a game 5.
Game 5.
Jodo was a similar story. At 20th seed, he was also expected to just string together an adequate performance, but the Crom player wouldn't settle for that. Kicking off Sunday with a bang, claiming wins over Victorian Roy Mast and 4th seed Bro 1 for a combined upset factor of 6. Jodo wasn't done yet though, pushing 2nd place finisher Dura to 5 games in a clash of swords which saw Jodo use Roy where Crom failed, but just couldn't clinch the reverse 3-0. Jodo would push past Victorian Luigi Malakoff in the losers qualifier to reach top 8 and get one more win over Kanga before Victorian Sorties would get the best of him again with a 3-0 loss to Incy. But with an SPR of +4 and a 5th place finish, Jodo really showed up for New South Wales and demonstrated what a state full of Sorties can do.
Double jump gone.
Oh, grab off the jab. Oh, no.
Grab
Yeah,
with the
that's
air
it.
dodge
Jodo
down.
takes the
Jodo
set.
So clean, so clean.
He reached over for his boost juice. Take a drink. My goodness. Grenade.
Oh my god, that was sick.
Jix knew about the
Jix
grenade.
looked like, yeah, he did that like...
That
this
was
is on
100% on purpose.
No part of him was like surprised that happened.
No, yeah.
No.
'Cause
they definitely
They were holding the
figured
grenade,
it out.
got the grab, up throw on a platform. You're dying with the grenade.
It was
100%.
cold, hard murder
It was
My
by a
calculated.
God.
monkey.
Top 64 had quite the diverse character mix, with 45 characters getting used, and 20 of those characters having multiple reps. Australia proved they're not that different to the rest of the world's meta by having one of Ultimate's most popular characters, Roy, be used across 5 separate players. The mixture of Fox, Snake, Palu, Wolf, and Peach having 4 reps also proved to be interesting. Additionally, Rob saw regular use, and Queensland's love of spacies was upheld here.
Just chilling, honestly.
No way.
Is that going to be it?
Oh, that was close.
I think there's an edge guard coming.
Oh,
Okay, no, Chip's being patient again.
that might be it, though.
That's it.
That's
was so
it.
patient from Lane. Well
Nice,
played.
GG Solane.
Massive upset.
That was actually a pretty big upset, yeah.
Pismas 3 stands as the second most upset-laden top 64 out of the Australian majors this year, tallying a count of 74 for upset factor, a number only eclipsed by BAM 12's 78. Quite impressive for a major under half the size in terms of entrance. Outside of the previously mentioned upsets, Spammage would cut Seb Pro 101's run far shorter than what the first seed was hoping for, with an upset factor win of 6 that would leave Seb out at 7th.
The dream for Queensland still very much alive here. Oh, the swing.
There are
Is
so
that
many
it?
smash
Are you
attacks.
done? Kyra!
Seb.
Kyra with the dream Pismas miracle! I don't believe it!
She's done
What
it.
have we seen?
There's no way.
What have we seen?
Other huge upsets in top 64 included Kanga's upset factor 6 win over Shmoo to get them into top 8, Incy's upset factor 4 win over WA's number 1 player Luma, and former number 1 in Queensland, Snake and Lucina main Sad Hour claiming 2 massive scalps in winners, beating 7th seed Victorian Peach Zav and South Australian Shoto main Heaven, both in 3-2 fashion, for a combined upset factor of 7.
We're almost at
Getting a lot of work.
again.
Getting a lot of work. Okay, here it goes again. Here it goes. Side. Yeah, there's the back air. Then
Well done.
shadow work, clutching it out.
One of the other big upset claimers at this tournament was New South Wales Lucario and Aegis main Chisel, who at 42nd seed was going to need to step up to claim a strong placing. That's what he did with a 3-1 victory over the 7th seed Zav to send the Peach out at 25th and claim an upset factor 5 win before losing to Phoebe for 17th. Luminescent's win over Chipotle in losers round 1 of top 64 would constitute an upset factor 5 win, and to round out the top 64 upsets was Spamage's win over Bro 1 being upset factor 3 and sending the 4th seed home at 13th. Pools was not shy on its upsets either, with Queensland Bayo main Lane picking up one of the earliest upsets with an upset factor 5 win over Chipotle.
Lane's just chilling, honestly.
No way.
Is that going to be it?
Oh, that was close.
I think there's an edge guard coming.
Oh,
Okay, no, Chip's being patient again.
that might be it, though.
That's it.
That's
so
it.
patient from Lane. Well
Nice,
played.
GG Solane.
Massive upset.
That was actually a pretty big upset, yeah.
Battle Dolphin, Isaac, and Mini all made statements with upset factor 4 wins over Malakoff, Stacked, and Twirly, respectively. Losers would also feature some huge upsets, with Sin Rosu, whose old tag was Gratival, got a huge scalp, sending one of the head TOs in 18th seed of the event, Jaws, out at 65th. After also losing to SoCal, Fox and Roy, average. Sin Rosu is shown to play a variety of characters, which include Incineroar, Bayonetta, and Byleth. On this day, was able to claim one of the biggest upsets of the tournament. One of the 2 Upset Factor 3 wins was Vindication, one of Fighter Pass 2's biggest haters, Bro 1. Bro 2, brother to Bro 1, was able to make use of a Pokemon Trainer secondary to edge out Steve Main Tracker Base in 3 games to send the 38th seed home 3 rounds early, after also copping a 2-0 loss in winners to Toowoomba Corrin main Smazio. Of course, not without the price of Bro 1 having to dabble in the dark arts to get his brother ready to win. Shameful. Our other Upset Factor 3 win comes courtesy of Amarosa, head of New South Wales Premier Loud and Proud crew, Battlecat Bunker. The Falco would beat the 41st seed, former Queensland PR Ike main, Ari, as the 104th seed himself, to be among 8 other BKB members who made it to day 2. Impressive performances all round.
Bro, this is looking terrifying right now. We're clearly in a horror movie because how scary this is looking.
The tension in the room right now as well.
Yep, it's just silence. Wait,
Yo,
wait,
yo,
oh!
That's a confirm.
Yeah, that's it.
Down tilt up air.
While there's not enough time to go over every great run there is, there are a few that deserve to be highlighted that haven't received a mention yet. Japanese youngling Bahate, who currently lives in New South Wales, stood out with a +2 SPR that presented the possibility of his growth strengthening after losing in round 1 of pools to Ari before running through Jawza, the Stig, Caboose, and even edging out Sogs in the Ditto before ending the run at 33rd against Chisel. Continuing with New South Wales, we have Dugongs, one of the figureheads of his scene and arguably their strongest Roy. He was able to overcome a recent bracket demon to beat Smazio, who he had lost to on 3 consecutive occasions, with a 3-1 win on his way to 17th, where he also beat Beethoven and Lari for a +2 SPR. Moving on to one of the standout Queenslanders hovering in losers, Liddy. She's been a strong Daisy main for a couple of months now, and adding a 25th and a +2 SPR with wins on Junglio and Pram on Sunday, before being stopped by Negima, showed strong signs of another Pacey who's ready to cause problems at majors. Our final story belongs to Naji, a South Australian Byleth, a 25th placing and a +1 SPR. Nothing too crazy, but it's the build-up that matters. Naji here claimed wins on Mabby, Mini, and Python, with losses to Bro 1 and Mast. Last time Naji was seen in Queensland, he finished 33rd at both events and has come back claiming a top 32 finish at a major, clutching a nice game 5 against Python and starting day 2 in winners. Having won an Arcadian since last being in Queensland, Naji is far stronger and maybe will become even better when he next participates in another major.
The air hit, not the landing hit.
Yeah! Oh, nice. GG's.
Oh, that was a sick confirm.
Yeah.
Christmas 3 almost felt like a celebration of Oz Smash's return to the big stage, with regular international and interstate travel and 4 majors back in full force. As the Pisscoin economy rose and fell, the clash of new age talent improving and established players showing their stuff was on full display. The next major isn't far away, with ACT getting its time to host in mid-January, but for now, that's it for me, and hope to see you at the next major.
There was a sliver of hope for Victoria with that reset, but it just didn't come to be. Oh.
Hi, me again. This is the first time I've done something like this, so if you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate it if you shared it around and dropped a like, as I did want to do something like this for an Oz major, and if enough people enjoy it, I'll do it for future majors. But for now, see ya.